Hey guys, Len here with the Potter's Pickers. I had an auction today that I went to. There's a regular auctioneer, regular auction company or auctioneer, whatever that I've been going to for the last 3 weeks. He's got another one next week. Um, and there was another auction today I could have gone to but chose not to because this one had a couple of items I wanted to target. And the other thing is that I just started another flea market um, this past week, and a lot of the vendors from the flea market were going to be at that auction. I was the only vendor from my flea market at this one, so I didn't want to be bidding against other pickers. So I want to show you what I got today. Now, first, before I do that, let me tell you what I was targeting. There's a couple of things that I was looking for. I went to the website, looked at the auction listing. One, they had a set of drums, and the drums were pretty banged up. But what struck me is that it had a pearl double kick pedal, as well as a lot of really nice hardware. It was missing a snare drum, had a really beat up. One of the cymbals was cracked, but the hi-hat looked good. One of the other cymbals looked good, and all the hardware looked good. And the throne was really solid. No rips, no tape, no nothing. So my idea was if I could get this drum kit cheap enough, I could sell the double kick drum pedal for probably 80 to 100 bucks. You know, Pearl. I talked to a friend who is a drummer and he's a musical expert. He works at a guitar shop where they sell guitars that are, handmade with Brazilian rosewood and, these 30, 40, $50,000 guitars that are very beautiful and collectible. So he knows his stuff, and he was kind of telling me about the ranges and a little bit what to look for and stuff. So I wanted to go and check it out. Unfortunately, it sold higher than I was comfortable with. I was hoping I could get it for under $100, and unfortunately, the whole thing went for like $100.50. And I've been trying to be much more disciplined in my bidding. I want to get things that I know I can make money on. So a couple other things. This was a huge toy auction. This was a moving auction, and the person moving was a die-cast car collector, and he had everything from Matchbox all the way up to like the scale size, like classic cars and things like that. Now, some of them were pretty beat up, but what's crazy is that there was a lot of people there bidding. Not volume-wise, there was only about 30 people at this auction, but they were bidding these cars up practically to retail. So I talked to a couple of them, and they were shopping for their grandkids for Christmas. So for them, it was a good deal. For me, it wasn't. There wasn't enough room left to make any money. Some other things I was looking for. They had some antique. They had this antique tractor, like a pedal tractor. When I saw it on the auction listing, I looked it up on eBay, and the particular model I was looking at, in good, like really good, pristine condition, was selling for around 400 bucks. I think 395, 385 were the two that I saw. This one I could tell had a broken steering wheel. Sometimes those condition issues aren't that big of a deal for the right kind of collector who maybe has a steering wheel for it or has a way to get one. So, yeah, I didn't pick that one up because when I got there and looked at it, it was really banged up. The pedals did not move the back wheels. There was clearly an issue with the gearing, or maybe it was even missing the chain. I don't know. All the steering linkage was broken, as well as the broken steering wheel. And it sold for 40 bucks, which I think is probably about what it was worth in terms of retail. I don't think I could have sold it for much more than that. So I let it pass. And so anyhow, let me show you what I got. I got in there a little bit late. It was a foggy morning. I got out of the house a little late. And I had about 5 minutes to look at the drum kit, to call my friend, talk a little bit about it to him, and the auction was underway. So let me show you the things that I got. Starting over here on my left, I got this cookie jar. And it has these little elves in it that look kind of cute. Ceramic cookie jars are very collectible, very collectible. So I got this one, and I've sold ceramic cookie jars on my account for around 20 bucks. All of these I paid $5 to $7 for. So I'm going to put them online. And this is what I do with everything. I put them online, and I put them on eBay, on Etsy, and I'll also have them in my flea market booth. So if they sell at the flea market, I just end the auction. That probably cost me a little bit of money, a few cents here or there. But my whole thing is as many eyes as possible need to see this stuff. And if someone walks away, if they're considering this item, I can hand them my business card and say, hey, look for it on eBay, look for it on Etsy, you can still get it. Got this little gingerbread guy here. Isn't he adorable? Got that. That again should be about a $20 item. In fact, all of these are listed right now on the eBay account. Got this stocking. Another really cute cookie jar. Looks got the cute little teddy bear and the things coming out of there, little gifts and whatnot. And it's a good sized cookie jar. This is the kind of stuff I grew up with. Like my mom used to go to a place where she could make her own ceramics, like paint them and everything. And we had these kind of things growing up, and I remember them very distinctly. So these things really bring back good memories for me. Got this cute little reindeer. Now it's 2 weeks before Christmas. What better time to have an auction on eBay? Actually, I do buy it now pricing, so people don't have to wait for an auction to end. If they want to pay 20 bucks, they pay 20 bucks and they get their item. So I paid $5 to $7 for all of these, and sell them for 20. And so it's a decent little profit margin there. I believe I have it set up to make a best offer on it too. So so those were like one of the first things up for bid, which I was really glad to see. Some other things that I got that I'm not going to show you, one because I can't, I already sold one of them. I got a wine rack. It was about a 5 foot high and about 12 by 12, kind of this wood and wrought iron looking, although it wasn't wrought iron, but it looked like it. Kind of this Italian or Mediterranean looking design, where the wine glass is hung upside down in the top, and then the wine bottles, sat in at the angle at the bottom, and it had a couple of shelves. So the auctioneers had no clue what it was. They called it a plant stand or a shelf, and I got it for $2.50. It was not in perfect condition. I know that these things sell at Pier 1 Imports and stuff like that for upwards of $100+. I got it for $2.50. I put it on the Facebook garage sale site locally here for 10 bucks, and it sold in a half hour. A guy came up while I was shoveling my driveway. So I was glad to get rid of that quickly because of all the space that it takes up. So a quick 10 bucks. A couple other things that I got for the flea market specifically. One, I got a cart, like a grocery cart that folds flat, opens up. It looks like something a homeless person might push around, but it'll be really good for loading and unloading the truck at the flea market. Less trips back and forth. I can fill that sucker up. And I also got a folding bookshelf, which is great. Like the shelves fold up and then the sides fold in, and it lays perfectly flat. I've seen these at thrift stores before, but they always have that NFS sticker, not for sale. So I was really glad to find that. I spent 13 bucks on the cart and the shelf total. So always looking for ways to optimize the space. In a flea market indoor in the wintertime, it's 10 feet by 10 feet. So got to really maximize your space. Okay, so back to the things that I picked here. I'm going to just show you exactly how I got it. I got this box full of stuff, and often, like toward the end of the auction, you'll see these lots of just miscellaneous stuff. This was not part of it, so let me take this out, and I'm going to show it to you last because it's the last thing I got. So I got this whole box of stuff for 50 cents. Pretty good deal, especially when I started to look at what's in it. One, did you know that I can now say that I am the 2004 second place math counts competition champion? Second place. So I don't know, probably not really worth anything, but I'll put it up in the booth for $1 and someone might buy it as like a white elephant gift or something. For the mathematician in their life. It had this cute triangle shaped little bottle here, and it's just filled with like paper shavings, and it's got a nice little ribbon on top. This looks like something that would have been made like for a centerpiece or something, like at a baby shower on wedding tables or something like that. But that's something that'll sell for, you know, $3-4 at the flea market. Put $3-4 on it. Someone will offer me $1 and I will take it. Got this little tin bucket here. Just a very simple, someone might buy this for a pen holder for their desk at work. It's really cute and colorful. I can get $3 or $4 for that. One of the things here that I got that's kind of neat but is unfortunately broken is this wind chime, and it's supposed to be some kind of a person or something. I don't quite know. It's a little bit confusing, but you know, put this up at the flea market. Somebody might buy this that makes art and use the parts for it, or they might like it just how it is, but I can probably get $3 to $5 for it. Some ceramics are in here, which is cool. I got this little bank that says, you know, trip money, and a really cute little bank, and it's got that thing we all love, made in China, right at the bottom. It's got some little plastic Tupperware bowls in here. Has like a little covered bowl, which is good if you want to take some Jello to work with. I don't know. Probably don't take Jello to work, I suppose. But I have a candle, gently used, but it's in a really cute little bowl, and I can probably get 50 cents to $1 for it. It's got kind of a froofy, girly scent to it, and 2 plastic eggs that I'll probably just throw in that little metal bucket. A little toothbrush holder, really cute. Probably get $1 for that. And then what's really cool, it's cool, but it's disappointing at the same time. I got these little guys. This is called berryware. Berryware is the ceramic. They make these salt and pepper shakers. What I have here is the pepper shaker. You fill it up through this little cone, and then you shake it, and the pepper comes out. And this design keeps the humidity out, so like your salt doesn't get all nasty and everything. So these sell for like $25 new. Now I don't have the salt shaker. That's what stinks. So I'll probably get $3 to $5 a piece for these. Hopefully I find someone who has a salt shaker and needs those. So, and then finally, I got a vintage wooden musky lure. And I hope my battery doesn't die here. My 7% thing just came up. So I paid $3 for this. This is probably a $15 lure. And I'll put it online, put it on some of the fishing sites on eBay, or on Facebook rather. Finally, one thing about being a flea market vendor is that I can pick when it's slow, which is really nice. And I got a couple of things. Now, I have this ceramic cow head, and I had no clue what it was. I'm like, this is cool, it's different, it's unique, and cool, different, and unique sells on the internet. Well, this is an apron hanger. This just hangs on the wall in the kitchen, and you hang your apron or towels over it. And it's got kind of creepy humanoid doll eyes. It's kind of weird. But that's online. Those sell for $21 to $25. And then I have this ceramic sleeping cat that doesn't have a face, and it's got like this leather look to it. You can see like the stitches on the back and everything, but it's cool. I got both of these for $7. They had $5 a piece on them. I got them down to $7. But what's interesting in talking to all these flea market vendors, they want nothing to do with the internet thing. It intimidates them and stuff. So anyhow, those are my picks. Thanks for watching. My battery's about to die, so I'm going to sign off. Follow us on Twitter. Look for us on Etsy, and look for us on eBay.